Okay, so now we're going to do the beloved pop turn.
And this might be a little bit of a longer lesson because we want to talk about not only how to do just your regular good old pop turn, we also want to show some advanced, tricky versions of it. And we also want to talk about what goes wrong with a lot of it.
Yeah,
This
is actually very difficult as a move.
So the pop turn is a 6-count inside turn for the follow. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3, a 4, 5, a 6. It's very similar to the inside turn that we showed in a separate video. The difference is that we don't have the help of this front arm to guide us. Everything is done with Michael's right arm.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to address the pop turn is talk about the connection that's necessary for the leader's right arm and the follow's left. As I hold Evita in a closed position here, you can see that my hand is in the middle of her back, and Evita's left arm is low and connected so that I have elbow-to-elbow connection. As a little test, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just move the arm open and closed so that we find that connection. And then from here, as I open Evita up, I'm actually going to drop the elbow low, and it's going to stay close to my ribs.
That does a different type of effect on my body. That is going to get more rotation in my hips, and it's going to get even a little bit of an arc in my back.
Okay, just so you can see it from the front, rock. You see how that opens up her chest.
And if we can show that separate from the other type of rock step,
yes,
where Michael allows my body to go back, and the whole of me takes a step back.
And if you can, as you watch Evita do this first version, you'll see that my elbow, as I open up, stays fairly long. It doesn't drop down.
Because sometimes something that can go wrong is if the leader's arm is too low on the partner's back, she'll simply roll off, or she'll think that it's an out turn.
Right. So leaders, the first build-up is just opening and closing the arm, making sure you have that connection. Then from here, as I open up, I drop the elbow low. You can see that that opens in that rock step. It really makes a round rock step for Evita.
And followers, the experience that I'm doing in my feet is simply a rock step. It's just a right, left.
One of the other things I want to show that's a little bit of a secret, I got this from Ryan Francois, is that as I drop the elbow, leaders, this palm or this hand opens up. So the thumb rotates, the palm starts to face up just a little bit, ever so slightly. As I drop the elbow, the hand will do that. That means the blade or the pinky side of my hand will actually connect with the follow into their back, and it helps encourage the sternum and the chest to open up just a bit there.
Oh, how pretty.
It does not take much, leaders, it's a very delicate gesture. Don't overemphasize it because it can do some pretty painful things to the follow if you're not careful.
Right, it doesn't have to be extreme. It's
Right.
just a little, like a hint.
If I imagine, this is a weird visualization, but if I imagine that my hand is a pitcher full of water, I just want to drop a few drops out of that pitcher, bloop, as I make that shake. Yeah, so just drop a few drops of water out of the pitcher, boom, and you'll get that. Now at the height of this moment right there, that's when I feel the connection of Evita's elbow.
So the follower's left arm is responsible for staying consistent with our rib cage, like this. And so if I hold that consistent with my body, it's this place in here that's going to press just slightly against Michael's arm. Now please don't misunderstand follows. Something that can go wrong, follows overdo it and they actually, like chicken arms, they squeeze. That's actually going to interfere and maybe even hurt your leader. So you're not thinking of an added squeeze, you're just thinking of holding the upper arm relevant and consistent with your rib cage.
Rock, boom, okay? Now once we find that connection, this is where the pop moment is going to happen. And before we do this in context, I want to show something with the leader's arm. This gesture from here, the elbow's going to pop out or backwards in this way. So leaders, from that rock, rock, pop. You can see that I bend the elbow here, and the direction or the energy is traveling this way. Yeah. The reason that I say that is because when it does go wrong, leaders, you'll try to do this. You'll tip the arm in this fashion.
Oh, no.
If you can, yeah, that's not good for the follows because she's connected to that. And if you do this, that will tip her over. We don't want to tip. So from this rock moment, rock, the elbow goes back in this direction to create rotation.
Because when Michael's elbow extends outward, it presses directly and cleanly into my left arm. So maybe on this angle, you'll see here that creates the rotation. No need for us to tip like so, because that's just taking the energy up. I think a lot of times leaders might lift their elbow up because they're seeking this connection with the follows.
Yes.
And follows, if you've got nothing happening in this arm and you let your elbow go up, that is giving more psychological cause for the leaders to lift because they're trying to find you and connect with you.
Okay. The other problem that I want to address is that leaders sometimes try to make the pop turn happen with the hand on the back. And in truth, once I get this rock step moment here, you can see the hand is open. It's not about pushing the hand forward. It's really about popping this elbow into the elbow connection of your follow. That's what makes the turn happen.
If anything, leaders, if you use your hand too much, you're actually squeezing or hugging your partner towards you like this. And you're crowding and interfering with the space that she needs to get her turn.
Yep. So this pop moment is going to happen on the word step or count 2 as we go rock, step. When we do this, we have rock, pop, triple step, triple step.
That's so easy.
It's so once the connection points are there, it really is easy.
I think I say that it's easy because the hard part or the majority of my turn feels like it already got its energy on 2. And then I just step through it with my triple step. 1, there it is, 2, 3, a 4, 5, a 6.
What I'm also demonstrating as we do this again is that leaders, you'll see where my hand position stops on the right side to really emphasize when and where the work is. Rock, pop. I don't need to bring the hand forward to make Evita travel.
It's quite lovely because then I feel so much space to easily move.
Yeah.
Follows, we've already said this in terms of the leaders not tipping, but follows also need to practice turning on a clean axis. We also do not need to lean or tip towards the direction that we're going.
Yeah. If you need to go back, we recommend you look at the spins and turns exercises to do separately so that you can execute this pathway with good, clean rhythm.
And with the follower's footwork, just to specify, if I have my round 1 and the pop is on 2, a lot of my rotation is already started there. 1, 2, then 3 and 4, it feels easy because most of the rotation's already been done. I'm only trying to aim for a halfway point with Michael. Here, 1, 2, step, 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 and then I hook behind just like in an inside turn, triple step to finish the 6 count.
Yeah. Leaders, when I do this pop turn, I will actually take that rock step a little bit out. It's nothing too extreme because, again, I don't want to reach something that's uncomfortable for us. But I do, when I do this rock step, I think rock step. You're going to see that stretch, but it's not because I step out.
Oh.
Just so we're clear, leaders, don't misinterpret that moment. I'm opening the arm, rock, boom, triple step, and triple step. Yeah.
Now for a little bit of an advanced extra bonus idea on this.
If you get this happening really cleanly and well with your partner, the next challenge is to see if you can make the pop turn happen on the spot for your partner.
Oh my gosh, this is hard.
Yes, I would consider this an advanced level idea, and this is something where I think we should go to a Jedi place, which is having the mental intention of creating that circle. When I do this pop without my partner from here, I want to think about popping and making the rotation happen within this sphere right in front of me. There's nothing about me that wants to project Evita away from me.
And as a follower, you have to be able to turn well enough and keep your rhythm on the spot that it doesn't confuse you.
It looks like this. Rock, pop, triple step.
And then
A triple step, yeah. Sorry, I was really...
resolve.
A rock,
1, 2,
pop,
3,
triple
a
step.
4, 5,
triple
a
step.
6.
Yeah. So again, making that pop turn, rock on the spot. And as she finishes, I'm catching her back. So it's almost like I provide this little barrier for her. I don't clasp on, but that's her boundary. Rock, pop, triple catch, and then I'll back it up. Because this is a challenging step, the other thing I'm going to do to support Evita, she has this free hand available. I'm going to help connect here to bring us triple step on that second triple step. So it goes rock, pop, triple step, and triple step.
Can I also suggest another option for exiting? Still using this, you could also do a hook behind triple step.
That's so fancy.
What's nice about that is that it softens my rotation. That's also a little advanced, but basically from the followers' rotation leaders, you can allow the second triple step to cut behind and resolve. And that footwork would be, for the followers, 1, 2, turn on the spot, cross behind.
As she does that one more time, leaders, watch my arms mimic or follow her pathway.
So on the spot, rock, on the spot, triple step,
Right here,
hook behind. And that's still a 6-count basic. 1, 2, 3, a 4, 5, a 6.
yep.
Cool. What do the leaders' footwork do?
It'll be a 6-count basic on the spot. Again, I'm not going anywhere. But as I do this, rock, pop,
2, 3,
triple
a
step,
4, 5,
triple
a
step.
6. Or if you'd like to resolve with the triple step going linearly,
Linearly,
4,
step,
5,
triple
a
step.
6.
Yep. There's a lot of options that you can play with from this, but these are some basic and advanced ideas with the pop turn.